Oh my gosh, it's thundering. Okay. Levi is the true hero of Attack on Titan, and one of the most interesting heroes we've seen in anime, and here's why. As per the title suggests, this video will include spoilers for the anime and manga. The modern-day hero is said to be someone who performs great deeds or selfless acts for the common good, of which Levi fits perfectly. Levi is a hero through and through. He is the most and arguably the only truly selfless character in the whole series of Attack on Titan. He is the kind of person that, if it came to humanity versus the people he loves, he would choose humanity. He would choose to save the world over anything and anyone, and we see him demonstrate this over and over again throughout the series. Despite how close Levi and Erwin are and their backstory together, Levi tells Erwin to give up on his dreams and die, instead of trying to find another method of dealing with the situation.
I do recognize that maybe there wasn't any other method, but regardless, it's interesting to see that Levi doesn't seem to even begin to try and question one, though that could just be due to the time constraints of their situation.
Regardless of whose life is on the line and who is likely to die, Levi remains unemotional in his decision-making and makes the objectively best decision for humanity. This trait of his has allowed him to truly be humanity's greatest soldier, not just because of how strong he is, but because he has a one-track mind for humanity's survival cares about. It also contrasts Erwin, whose goal was ultimately selfish, as although he's trying to find the truth of this world, he does it for selfish reasons, whereas Levi is ultimately selfless, even willing to give his own life for the sake of humanity's survival. Though in the end, Erwin does give his life, that isn't his true motivator. However, Levi is an incredibly interesting character, especially with the label of hero, as he has illustrated cruelty many times. He has a quote-unquote darkness of his character, especially in comparison to other heroes in other anime like Midoriya, Izuku, Tanjiro, and people like that. His one and only aim is humanity's survival, which inherently suggests that he values human life to the fullest extent. This kind of can explain why he has this darkness to him. Despite his one goal being to preserve humanity, explained through his dark past where he grew up in a kill or be killed environment, making him able to kill other humans without hesitation. This means that regardless of his ideals and beliefs, he still holds a core than human strength, mental acuity, speed, and etc. He still acts and reacts to all situations in a very human way. This really makes you realize that Levi is not shaped by his ideals and beliefs alone, but also his past. That's what prevents him from possibly being the quote-unquote ideal hero as opposed to someone like Deku from Boku no Hero Academia, who isn't affected by the way he was bullied in the past, and it doesn't change what he truly wants and believes is right. Another idea I've been kind of playing with is the idea that this selflessness of Levi is his greatest flaw, his fatal flaw, his hamartia. And the reason I believe this is Levi's greatest flaw is that his heroic nature is what has caused so many deaths, especially deaths of the people he cared about. I see this as possibly a fatal flaw because, similar to Erwin, he is so focused on his goal that the lives lost because of it are deemed as necessary and only fuel his fire towards the goal. So when I talk about this, I want to note two things about flaws. One is that flaws are subjective. For instance, you might hate the sound of someone chewing, but someone else might not mind it. And two, almost any personality trait can become a flaw when it's taken too far. For instance, having confidence is good, but too much of it can lead to arrogance. As such, a lot of this video is based on personal opinion. Since flaws are subjective, the idea of a hero is subjective, and the extent to which a personality trait becomes a flaw is also subjective.